biggest compliment I think I can give the lads is the opposition manager when he steps into your technical area and basically is almost apologetic in the fact of, I don't even know how we've got anything out today, you've absolutely battered us. But we go back to the first half, we've not just had half chances, we've had 5 or 6 fantastic opportunities to score goals. And then not only do we not take the chances, we then gift them 2 goals. You can argue till the cows come home about was it a foul here on Kenny or whatnot. The bottom line is he was actually in control of the ball and should have defended it. And then you're looking at we play short here. We end up back at the keeper anyway. He kicks it long. We miss the first contact. We miss the second contact. They get a set piece, and it comes, and we just don't do what we've been doing really well. And other than that, I don't think Cuzzo had anything to do. I really don't think he's had anything to do. So hugely disappointed. But the bottom line is, when you're playing a team that's in the top 7, they're there for a reason. They're clinical, and they put us to the sword today.
Looking back on Tuesday night's game at Solihull, I thought today's performance was better than the performance at Solihull, wasn't it?
Oh, miles better. We were nowhere near it on Tuesday. Today, I thought we were like. You can't obviously take the 2 goals out of it. If you was watching this game and said who's the team that could potentially be going up to League 2 next season, you'd have said us. The difference is both penalty areas. We've just discussed that exact thing in the dressing room. It's both penalty areas. We weren't good enough defensively in ours, and we weren't good enough offensively in theirs. And when you're like that, you always give the opposition a chance. Not only that, we actually handed them the 2 goals.
But like Solihull, they are a very good side, and they're not in the playoffs for no reason, are they?
No, look, I mentioned that after the Solihull fixture. The bottom line is we got another one on Tuesday when we go to Halifax. We're against teams that could be playing League 2 football next year because they've been consistently good all season. Now, we've rode the emotional wave of getting the points on the board that we have, thank God, because we could be in a really dangerous position now if we weren't. It's still in our hands, we still have control of that. But the frustrating thing is, is we clearly showed that we probably should be in and around that as well, if we can tidy up in both areas, which is something we need to do really quickly.
I mean, you lost on Tuesday, you lost again here today. Is there an element that there's been such a superhuman effort to pull away from the bottom of the table? It's beginning to tell.
We actually discussed this in the office. I'll be fuming if that's the reason, because the levels we've been attaining, that's what they got to do for 46 games next season. Now the question will be is if they can't do it, then we need to find people that can. You can't just say, well, we've had a go for 11 games and now we can have a break. That's not how it works. And to be honest, I don't think that is, from their perspective, what it is. You look at the energy levels, the intensity we worked in the second half, and I thought we got stronger and stronger as the half went on. I don't think it's down to that. I think today, as I said, I think the keeper was probably man of the match. I thought he was probably the best player on the pitch, the keeper, and that says a lot about the boys and just the opportunities that we didn't take.
You go into the last week of the season. I mean, the Kent Senior Cup aside, that's a separate competition. You've got 2 massive away league games. A win today would have made life a little easier next week, but as it is, you've got 2 chances to get more points on the board and get yourself to safety, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly, and that's the way the league's gone this season. We probably knew that was going to be the case when you look at the teams we've got to play. I mentioned it to you on Tuesday. We're always going to lose games. We can't just keep winning football matches, because if that was the case, I probably wouldn't be sitting here now. They'd be up at the top of the league and we'd be on our way to the Football League. That's not how it works. We've got Achilles heels that we thought we'd eradicated. They've started to sneak back in a little bit, overplaying at times in our defensive half. But we'll put that right, and we'll go to Halifax on Tuesday with all the confidence that we need, that we can go and win that game of football.
You don't really want to go to Boreham Wood for that being a shootout, winner takes all game, do you?
No, of course not. I think that obviously Boreham Wood are playing now against Aldershot, and depending on that result massively depends on what the week looks like as well. So that we just keep plugging away, we keep fighting. We've put ourselves in a position where we're still in our hands, we're still in control, and we just need to make sure we take care of business.
It's going to be an interesting week.
It's going to be a very interesting week.
Probably the biggest week of your football career, I don't know.
Yeah,
lots of challenges.
Yeah, lots of challenges. Probably the most difficult one in the sense of we've got a few niggles and knocks. We've got a few players that we thought might be back that won't be back. So we are running on adrenaline at the minute a little bit, but we'll make sure the boys are well rested, and we'll go to Altrincham Stanley on Tuesday night. I did want to know whether they could find a stadium further away, to be fair. Maybe Carlisle was available.
Ebbsfleet would have been available, wouldn't it?
Well, I believe we gave them options to meet halfway, and they turned that down. So that's fueled a little bit of fire of us as well, because it's not our fault. We've travelled up there twice. It's not our fault their pitches are a disgrace. It's not our fault. So, and to be fair to Chris, it's not his fault either. I think he's got his own problems up there. But to make us travel extra, probably half hour, 45 minutes, I think it's poor from everyone involved.
Well, good luck on your travels next week, and let's hope this time next week you'll be home and hosed, and everybody will have a big smile on their face.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, good luck.